Texas A&M Galveston, as weird as it may sound, it is not as bad as we think it is. For 3 semesters, I have pretty much witnessed everything that is high school worthy. With its smaller population and rough climate changes, the school has pretty much emulated or tried to emulate the A&M traditions such as their notorious midnight yells and pool dunks to stepping on senior knoll. And most recent, the great Lord of the Rings has landed in the middle of campus, commemorating 90 hours. I see you there, Colonel Fossum, but what most people don't really talk about is its layout, geographical location, and access to the main downtown area. This video is going to be different from my usual videos as it will be more commentary, voiceovers, and somewhat policy based. Today we're going to discuss about the school and the systematic issues the city has created from making the school better. So we have to ask ourselves, why is there a school here? There shouldn't be a school here, but we'll have to get to the history later. So, Texas A&M Galveston is a slam dunk branch school off of its main parent campus in College Station, sitting at the very edge of the map in an area known as Hellsprawl, Houston. Galveston was pretty much developed through its coastal geography and nearby natural resources. In the mid 60s, businessman George E. Mitchell bought large portions of Pelican Island as it paved the way for a new maritime academy and later A&M Galveston. The school mainly focuses on marine majors or anything related given its close proximity with the Gulf coasts. And that's where our amazing school comes in. Now, if you all think that Galveston suffers a lot from its inept professors, just know that all professors around the world have their own flaws, and we eventually call them out for every single mistake that they do on Rate My Professor, and saying that the class is pretty much dog water. But let's forget about that. To tackle this issue, we have to look at a map. So, where would you go from this school to downtown where the Strand is? That's right, right along this causeway. That is the only way we commuted by car. Now, what if we wanted to walk or bike to the same place? Well, you may think we can just take the same route. Big deal. But there's a big problem here. The Pelican Island Causeway, the bridge that connects the two islands, has a very narrow sidewalk, making it very dangerous to walk or bike on as motorists will speed down the way. So you're basically walking along a few feet between high-speed traffic and a high place. This has pretty much forces everyone to drive off the island to access other amenities, with the lack of transit serving the school. Now, you can pretty much get a ride share with somebody as they are willing to help you, and then there are others that will just refuse the carpool just to save a fraction of a dollar. You need to think about other people and explore more options because until you fix that, you basically have a car-centric school and a physical barrier separating the two islands, with Pelican Island being a giant cul-de-sac. But there are some future plans on connecting the islands with replacing the existing Death Bridge or using it as a fishing pier and then building an expensive tunnel under the water to downtown. But I think we may have some better solutions that I can propose. So, if there's one thing to address all of its main problems, it's to establish an efficient, good transit service. I was recently on a school project that discussed this topic. If you want to start with a great transit network, we can run a few bus lines that will connect to and from the school. So, here's a map of the potential bus routes if you want to add it in. Either the school or city could run the lines. This will be a similar system with the Aggie Spirit in College Station. The buses would provide more options for people who don't own a car or don't want to drive a car, making the school even more attractive. It may be slower and have terrible frequencies at first, but you can later prioritize and make it a BRT system in the future, or maybe even more. And no, just sticking a bus stop under an 8-lane highway is no exception. There could be other proposals like a rail link between College Station and Galveston, but maybe that's a topic for another video or a YouTube channel as they would need to negotiate with the freight companies that own most of the tracks around Houston. It's so frustrating when Galveston doesn't do anything while highways like I-45 and the Katy Freeway are constantly widening their roads because of induced demand. Do I expect Galveston to be like a college town like College Station? No, not necessarily. But I think it's time to address these changes. I did not make this video to shame on Galveston, as it is a great place to spend on the beach, meet some new friends, and really where my college life really began. But with the lack of options, some students like me are affected with the lack of amenities on the island. Like, I could never explore anything else in downtown Galveston as much. College campuses are points of destination, not just an asphalt crater. So transit access is so important on making the city better. Anyways, I am pretty thankful to now live and study in a walkable area like College Station. I hope you guys have made it through this somewhat policy video. That was a lot of energy. Like I said, I will get back to posting more vlogs or maybe some more transit related videos here and there. But peace out. I will see you guys next time.